It's always divided a city, but this now goes much, much further than that. This rivalry is a global game between the last two champions of the Premier League. While City are without injured David Silva, he hurt his knee in Wednesday's League Cup defeat to Newcastle, and they're also missing Eliakim Mangala from their defence due to a hip problem. To add to that, Alexander Kolarov limped out of the warm-up, and so Gal Clichy has been promoted from the subs bench. There are two debutants as far as this fixture is concerned, Fernando and Stefan Jovetic. United field 5 players who are savouring its unique flavour for the first time: Marcus Rojo, Luke Shaw, Daley Blind, Adnan Januzaj and Angel Di Maria. They do welcome back the derby's record scorer though. 11-goal Wayne Rooney returns from suspension, and Antonio Valencia is fit after a hamstring injury. He plays at right back. The 151st Manchester derby in the league, and it is the blue half who've been celebrating more than red in recent times. City have won the last 3 and 5 of the last 6 in the Premier League. Milner finds Aguero and the flag stays down despite the United arms in the air. Beaten clear by De Gea. Aguero was onside when he made that run. Turned Valencia nicely, but the angle wasn't there for him to really test and beat De Gea. Admitted after Wednesday's defeat to Newcastle United that his team is not playing well. It would have been a huge blow to him to have lost Alexander Kolarov even before kick-off today. Fellaini. Di Maria looking for Marouane Fellaini. It's Van Persie's knocked down and Januzaj hits wide. Manchester United have been looking so threatening, positive and confident when going forward in recent weeks. That will be the case again today, I'm sure. Defensively, well, both teams haven't been quite at it. Navas. Toure. Zabaleta. Gorgeous Manchester City play this. Touched in towards Navas. Straight at De Gea. Best move of the game. Now David De Gea has come on since making his debut against City in the Community Shield just over 3 years ago. Jovetic wants Fernando to run. There are plenty quicker than him on either side. Plays it into Aguero, and De Gea read that perfectly. Out to meet him and stop him, and both players are down in a heap. Well, Fernando recognised that he wouldn't be able to outrun many, so played it early. It was a delicious ball, and it's a fantastic and brave bit of goalkeeping. Di Maria. Van Persie. Luke Shaw flying forward. Zabaleta is late on Van Persie. No yellow card for him. Wayne Rooney's asking why not. Just words. Rojo with a shake of the head is getting himself ready. It only just missed him. It bounces quite tamely for Joe Hart. Favourably for the City keeper, who's then closed down by Smalling. He wouldn't get out of his way, and he's going to get a yellow card. Joe Hart's got another point or 3 to make. And once upon a time, in George Best's day, he could do that once or twice. Van Gaal said this week that this is the biggest derby that he will have managed in. When you think about it, Barcelona, Real Madrid, not really a derby. Then goes for Ajax against Feyenoord, not in a local sense anyway. It's worked out to Milner somehow. Smalling's there. Oh dear me. Chris Smalling already booked. He's going to go here. Manchester United down to 10. And he can have no complaint at all. It was rash. He had no need to make the tackle, especially not on a yellow card. Aguero managed to get the ball out to Milner somehow, and Smalling made up his mind, but he was never going to get there. Never in a million years. And as he walks down the tunnel, he doesn't even get a glance from Louis van Gaal or Ryan Giggs. Manchester City free kick. Looking for company with it. De Gea put up a paw, he didn't touch it, nobody did. Goal kick. Company round the back, he was always the target. Well, it's gone up a notch all around the ground. City 0, United 0, but United down to 10 men. Fellaini did half the job. Toure plays it into Aguero. Fellaini, was he too tight? Aguero down. Fellaini is furious with it. Aguero in between player and ball, and there's the contact. It would have gone under the soft description, and his right boot does just catch the back of Aguero's. Now then, master tactician, what have he got? Aguero let it run. Couldn't get the bouncing return from Jovetic. Toure wants it now. Toure in behind Marcus Rojo and down. Nothing doing. And that's it for the first half at the Etihad. And Toure had to work to get in front of Marcus Rojo, who was already committed to going for the ball like that. Clumsy one, debatable one. Half-time, it's livening up. It's Manchester City 0, Manchester United 0. Clichy. Aguero trying to time the run. He's done it. Nobody else in the box yet for him. Jovetic in there. Handball appeals as Navas' strike is blocked by Fellaini. He has two. The boys in blue will ask questions of Michael Oliver for this. That was the first shout. Carrick surely too close for that to register, and that hit the elbow of Fellaini, and he certainly was. Di Maria. Michaelis took a risk going in with the studs up like that. So did Marcus Rojo. It's Toure to Jesus Navas, and it's blocked by Shaw. It'll be a corner. Manchester United are asking about the Di Michaelis challenge. He seemed in control of what he was doing. Rojo perhaps not so much. Rojo actually hurt himself. And turning the pages frantically, looking for plan E and F. Let us hope that these rather distressing scenes are more of a precautionary nature. He does get sporting applause from quite a few City fans, as well as those who made the short journey who follow United. Such a delay, you forget what's about to happen next. It is a Manchester City corner. Milner will take it. Di Michaelis didn't get anything on it. Jovetic did. They're asking for a penalty again. They're getting nothing again. There's Daley Blind explaining what happened. Off the chest, onto the hand. I wonder if Michael Oliver is just naturally erring on the side of caution. He came under fire for the penalties he awarded in the Stoke-Swansea game a fortnight ago. Aguero wriggling through, and he kept going until Fellaini stopped him. Another shout for a penalty, another one goes away without Michael Oliver giving anything. Look at Fellaini's reaction. He's instantly worried. He turns and looks at the referee with an expression of horror. That's the clearest one yet. Look at Fellaini's face, gives the game away. Manchester City are counting them up. City do actually have a point more than they had after 9 games last season. And going into this weekend with 6 points behind the leaders, as they were a year ago. Di Maria's missed it. Here's Clichy. Aguero! All the boys in blue join in. They've worked for it, they've waited for it. As is so often the case, it's Sergio Aguero who's got it. Carl Clichy with a lovely pull back. And Aguero makes finishing look a whole lot easier than most players in the world. Steered in past David De Gea. The reaction from the players on the field told you. The reaction on the touchline tells us a bit more. The reaction around the ground is one of ecstasy. Not just another game. Derby day. City 1, United 0. Aguero's record in the Manchester derby now is 6 goals in 7 games. His record in recent weeks is 7 goals in 5 Premier League appearances. Van Persie twists and turns past Di Michaelis. Away from Clichy too. Stopped by Hart. Only just stopped by Hart. That's the closest Manchester United have been. Pretty much the most Joe Hart has had to do. Nasri. Fernando's got a bit of room in the central positions. City have worked it back to Jesus Navas, who held off short to hit the post. There's Fernando. Here's Toure. Nasri won't come for Fernando, and United pass their way out of the box and almost into the City half here. I think most were expecting the pass in field to Fernando. Great effort from Jesus Navas too to hold offshore like that. And just something in the air that tells you Man City might need another goal to make sure of the win. Rooney. Intentional or not, that was clever, and he's going all the way. Van Persie there now. Rooney's asking for a penalty. It's broken to Di Maria. Super save. What a strong hand that was from England's number one, Fellaini. Hope is back in Manchester United's system after that. Rooney brought down by Zabaleta, who will get a card. This is brilliant from Wayne Rooney. The captain decided to do it by himself, and he was so close to doing it. He was blocked by Di Michelis. Di Maria stopped rather more spectacularly by that Joe Hart save. Di Maria in, and it comes towards Fellaini, who got in. Manchester United are still well in this. Fellaini, I think, recognises that he probably won't get a better chance. He's knocked it wide with his shoulder. Doesn't have to be an absolute glut of goals to make a Manchester derby memorable. Look at those, don't even blink. All the tension just adds to the occasion. Fernandinho. Toure! He's onside. Flung himself at it. And possibly just connected a little too well. Manchester United fans about to see their team, it would seem, lose 4 league derbies in a row for the first time since 1970. It didn't happen in his day. Manuel Pellegrini makes it 3 out of 3 in Manchester derbies for him. Up against 10 men for much of it. They've been made to really work and fight for it. But it is the blue moon that rises above this city again tonight. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 0.